Troy Bolton is played by Zac Efron, who is considered to be the millennial peak of masculinity. He got to start as a character who was on very shaky ground in terms of what masculinity is. If you can look like Zac Efron and still struggle to find your place within this world, then how the fuck are the rest of us gonna get through it, you know? I have been fascinated with the concept of masculinity and what it could even be ever since I realized that it was in complete contrast in our society to femininity. And femininity is seen as the one true thing that it is bad to be, that needs to be suppressed within society. Something that women need to embrace wholly so it is easier to suppress them, and that men should reject at all costs. So femininity in a lot of ways in our society, we live in a society, I'm turning into the Joker. Femininity is defined as the opposite of masculinity, and that it's bad. So that means that masculinity is good. So then what is masculinity? And when you learn that it also is very poorly defined as just the opposite of femininity, and it's just the exact same way back, then nothing has a true definition and none of it is even fucking real. If you're confident enough to understand what you are as a person and what you represent, then it's much harder for people to try and force you to be a different way. And I like to assume that that is what the path Troy Bolton is on, in going to UC Berkeley to be close to his girlfriend and also do basketball and theater. I like to think that he ends up eventually going more in the theater direction, also because, like I said earlier, the man's not even 6 feet tall, but also because it seems to be the place that he expresses himself the most. There's never really a moment where you see that, like, he likes basketball. It is almost seen as a more inherent part of his being, like, I breathe, so I must basketball. Like, we understand that Chad likes basketball. He's always holding the basketball. Even for prom, he has his numbers on his suit. Like, damn. Ball really is life for this guy. And who knows, maybe he was a lot more basketball-centric before he found theater. But once theater comes into play, which is the only time that we ever know Troy Bolton as a character, it seems to be the one true passion that, you know, relieves him of stress and makes him happy. Gender is performance, construction, all that jazz. And specifically masculinity as performance is something that I wanted, you know, to propose.